How do you get confident? This is such a cliche topic and it's getting talked about so much more and more. And I feel like there's always two sides to this argument. And there's genuinely only one correct side to this. We are typically born into the fact that when we go and ask our parents and be like, Mom, how do I get confident? I feel really unconfident, like I feel really insecure about myself. How do I feel strong within myself? And the typical answer that you always get is that just be confident. I'm not kidding, just be confident. And that is a problem because that's something I've been told by my mom for so many years of my life, and it's the biggest curse that and one of the biggest lies that you ever get told. Be confident. Just be confident. That is the equivalent of saying, Mom, I want to get jacked. Just be jacked. How can you become an outcome without putting in the effort? Being confident is an outcome. It is not just something that wow, oh my God, I'm confident. No, you have to earn it. And the way that you create confidence is that there is a version of yourself that you imagine, that you really want. It's in the back of your mind. Maybe you're scared to always think about it because it scares you to become that person. But that is the person that you need to be striving towards in order to feel more confident. Whenever you walk into a room, I'll give you a great example. When I was younger, I was quite a chunky boy and I was also a really skinny boy. I had a 24/7 double chin, always 24/7. I had scoliosis, my back was always like this. I had terrible fashion, I didn't know how to talk to girls, I didn't know how to talk to anybody in that case. And I was like going to my mom, I was like, Mom, how do I be confident while looking like that? And I hated it. Internally, I knew I hated it absolutely. Like I looked like a slob. I looked terrible. I genuinely looked horrible, And she was just like, you're the perfect the way that you are. Just be confident. And I took that to heart for so many years until I realized that is a lie. That is genuine lie. And again, the way that I got out of that situation and to become a confident person, my entire living is based off of being confident. I'm a model, I do content creation. It is all about being confident, just being in your bones and just like embodying of what you are. This is what it is basically, And the way that I create confidence through becoming let me word this better. I became confident through becoming a person that I envisioned in the back of my head that I've always wanted to be. I've always wanted to have muscle. I've always wanted to look handsome. I've always wanted to be an attractive being. I want to be able to talk to people. I want to be able to be deep and in depth. I was always very internally deep as a person. I was always questioning things, but I didn't know how to express that. I didn't know how to talk about it to other people. And the way that I created that confidence is that I had goals and I had a vision of myself in the back of my mind, and I took baby steps towards it. I started going to the gym. I was so anxious always going to the gym. So anxious. My goals when I first started to go into the gym, I'm not even joking, was to literally go there, be there for 10 minutes and do like 20 push-ups and then leave. That used to be my goal. Now look at me, I've created all this, and I started by literally my goal was be there for 10 minutes and do like 20 push-ups or something. And then I would leave, and I would do that for probably like months and months. But then I got more confident in being there longer than 10 minutes because I showed up every single day with those baby steps, and then I got bigger goals, and now I'm able to do full workouts and look amazing, And that is how you create confidence. You have to give yourself a reason to have internal self-respect. That's what confidence is. It is that when you walk into a room that you're at least capable. Maybe you're not the most capable, but you're at least capable of that. That you're capable being in that room, if you know what I mean. And you cannot fake this. You cannot just be like, I'm just gonna pretend, fake it till you make it. It might work a couple of times, but the people can smell. People can smell dishonesty miles away. We have a very good radar for this. We can feel, you know, when a person is just lying, just like not being themselves. You can feel it. You can feel authenticity. It's in our genes to be able to read that. So do not become that person. I'm a very big person against fake it till you make it. No. Do the work that is required for you to become that being, so you don't have to fake being that being. So you can actually be that person. Don't be a lie and pretend that you're that being. Become that person so you can do it subconsciously. Be confidently subconsciously. I don't think there's a single place now where I don't feel insecure. Like, and the thing is about also like insecurity, it is a good thing to sometimes feel insecure, but it is because it's a sign that you need to grow in a certain place. Let's just say, for example, you go to a very nice gym. I go to a very nice gym here in Bali. And there's very amazing physique shaped people. They are very disciplined. They look incredible. They look amazing. And you start to compare yourself and you're like, oh my God, like they look incredible. And you start to feel subconscious. You start wearing baggy shirts and all this. But then you realize like you're in the right room because they're making you push harder. Being insecure isn't always a bad thing. It's the way that you react to that insecurity. And a lot of the times we get the wrong information of just like, this is the same saying, just be happy. If it was that easy, everybody would be happy. No, you have to earn good things in life. You have to earn confidence. You have to earn happiness. It takes effort. It takes conscious effort. And it is not easy. It is really not easy. And that's why I'm saying baby steps are king. If you're a person that struggles with making big changes fast, and I think at the start I was definitely one of those people, baby steps. Take baby steps, okay? That is really important. And yeah, and I wish I was told this much sooner, because for so many years of my life I've just been told just be confident. And I started to believe that some people were just born confident. And no, you can create the person that you really want to become is in the subconscious mind. It is in there. You know what you want to be. You are just avoiding it because you're scared. Stop running. It will never leave you. It will never ever leave you. You deserve to see that version of yourself. If you were born perfect in this world, you would have nothing to do in this life because everything would be perfect. You would have nothing to strive for. You would be bored. It's like playing a video game and you're instantly in creative mode. You instantly have all the levels finished on 3 stars. You have all the best gear in the video game. You have all the best stats, and suddenly you have nothing to strive for. That's the whole point. That's why being insecure and uncomfortable is so key, because if you're not, then you're not growing, or you're not in the place where you can grow. You know? So that is kind of like the message I want to give up, because I really thought about this, and I'm very sad because I wasted so many years of my life being insecure just because you should be born confident. You're never going to be born confident. Never. You have to earn it. And the way that you earn it is that you have a vision in the back of you that you want to become, and you strive every single day to become that being, so you can create own self-respect. Yes, you have to actually create your own self-respect to create confidence. Wow, would you ever think of that? Of course, because if you walk into a room and you clearly see, wow, these people have much better physiques, wow, these people are much smarter than me, then you know that you're somewhat less capable than them. And that's why you feel insecure. So you have to create that security by striving to become that person that you want to be. For me, it was I want to have a nice physique. I want to become more handsome. I want to be able to speak better. I want to be able to be less lazy, you know? And those things, every single thing is workable. There's no such thing as like, yes, there are some things such as like genetics and stuff like that, whatever, but you can still, and I mean still, I want to grab you through the phone. You can still become 100 times better than you are right now. And that's all that matters. That is all that matters. Life is a game of Uno, right? You didn't choose what family you were going to be born in. You didn't choose what race you were going to be born. You were just born in certain circumstances, the same that you're dealt a deck of cards in Uno, and you just played the best way that you can with those set of cards that you got. That's what life is. And a lot of people just overthink it, you know? So yeah, I just really had this on top of my mind. It was making me really angry for some reason, so I had to like kind of speak it out on camera. I hope this helped somebody. Really hope that somebody takes this to heart, even if one person can get a little bit of influence by this and just really realize that, you know what, like you have to earn things in life and not just like be happy and be confident, you know? So yeah, I'm very happy that I made this video. I had this in the back of my mind, and if you have any type of personal experiences with struggling with confidence, let me know in the comments. I will try to reply to you as much as I can. And yeah, I want this to be like a safe space for everyone to just kind of like realize that life can be sunshines and rainbows when you realize it's not sunshines and rainbows, if you know what I mean, you know? And that's the beauty of life, you know? It's not always good. So that's why when you create the good moments, they're so much more special, you know? So yeah, let me know what type of different topics you want me to talk about in the comment section below. And yeah, I think that's everything from me today. Stay Jack. If you're interested in getting fitness coaching from me or mindset coaching as well, hit me up on Instagram. I'll leave it in the description below. You can text me on Instagram and I'll get back to you and see if I can help you. And yeah, that's everything for this video. And I'm really grateful that you watched all the way through, and I really hope that this can help and change people's lives today. And yeah, take care. Bye-bye.